Some players dominate with their skills, others rule with their words. Kevin Garnett and Draymond Green have mastered both. They turn trash talk into a weapon, a leadership tool, and a mental strategy that rattled opponents and fueled teammates. From Garnett's relentless intensity to Green's clever and calculated barbs, they changed how the league viewed competitive banter. Their paths to the NBA were different, but their voices shaped the game in ways that statistics alone can't measure. So today, let's explore the story of the Trash Talk Titans who left a lasting mark on the NBA. Are you ready? Well, let's get to it. Kevin Garnett's story is one marked by an unyielding determination and unusual path to the NBA. Born in 1976 in Greenville, South Carolina, Garnett grew up in challenging circumstances that molded his tough mindset. Unlike most superstars who played college ball before entering the league, Garnett made the bold decision to jump directly from high school to the NBA in 1995. He was selected with the 5th overall pick by the Minnesota Timberwolves and became the first NBA player drafted directly out of high school in 20 years.
In the 1995 NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Kevin Garnett.
This early step into professional basketball served as a catalyst for a career that would later transform the way players approached both the game and on-court communication. From his very first season with the Minnesota Timberwolves, Garnett's presence was undeniable. He made an immediate impact with the Minnesota Timberwolves, leading them to 8 consecutive playoff appearances. In 2004, he led the Timberwolves to the Western Conference Finals and won the NBA MVP award. He was named the NBA Defensive Player of the Year with the Boston Celtics during the 2007-2008 season, his first with the team. Also, his physicality combined with a fiery intensity quickly earned him the nickname the Big Ticket. Thus, although many critics doubted his ability to maintain consistency, Garnett silenced his doubters with his exceptional rebounding, shot blocking, and scoring. His relentless energy, further amplified by his booming voice on the court, set him apart from his peers. Throughout the early part of his career, Garnett built a reputation as both a dominant force and a passionate motivator. Various sources have mentioned that his verbal outbursts were not simply for the sake of theatrics. They were integral to his role as a leader. During intense moments in the playoffs, Garnett would often be heard rallying his team with phrases that resonated with both conviction and urgency. His remarks, at times aggressive and at times even humorous, became a trademark of his competitive nature. Eventually, milestones soon piled up for Garnett. During his NBA career, Garnett was named to 15 All-Star games, winning the All-Star MVP award in 2003. He was named to the All-NBA team 9 times and the NBA All-Defensive team 12 times. Garnett also holds several Timberwolves franchise records. One of his most memorable achievements came during his time with the Boston Celtics. Garnett was traded to the Celtics in 2007, helping lead them to the 2008 NBA Finals and beat the Los Angeles Lakers, while also finishing in 3rd place for the MVP award. His presence influenced how the team approached the game on a mental level as well as a physical one. Teammates often pointed to his intensity as a factor that propelled them to elevate their performances, especially during critical stretches of games. The combination of these skills paired with his vocal leadership made him one of the most influential figures in modern basketball. On the other hand, Draymond Green's path to the NBA is an entirely different tale, a story of academic growth, hard work, and the gradual emergence of a fiery personality. Born in 1990 in Saginaw, Michigan, Green's early life was marked by both physical and mental challenges. Unlike Garnett, Green honed his skills in college, where he played for Michigan State University. During his time at Michigan State, Green was known for his all-around contributions on the court. Throughout his 4-year college career, Green earned conference and national honors, including Big Ten Conference 6th Man of the Year as a sophomore and consensus All-American and NABC National Player of the Year honors as a senior. His distinctive style, characterized by both intellectual insights and raw emotional energy, set the stage for his future in the NBA. So after a successful collegiate career, Draymond Green entered the NBA draft in 2012. He was drafted 35th overall in the 2012 NBA draft by the Golden State Warriors and later played a key role on the Warriors' 2015, 2017, 2018, and 2022 championship teams.
The Golden State Warriors select Draymond Green. from Michigan State University.
His draft position, however, did not fully capture his potential. In fact, the very traits that caused some teams to overlook him eventually crowned him as one of the league's most unique players. His arrival in the NBA marked the beginning of a journey that would forever redefine how players contribute to their teams, beyond points on the board. Once Green joined the Warriors, his contributions transcended the traditional responsibilities assigned to his position. His ability to guard multiple positions, disrupt opposing offenses with his anticipation, and make smart plays on the fast break helped the Warriors gain an edge in a league where versatility is precious. One of his early milestones was becoming the cornerstone of a defensive system that soon led the Warriors to multiple championships. But his role was not confined to physical play. He used his voice as much as his hands. Thus, early in his NBA career, opponents learned that Green's verbal challenges were as potent as his defensive stops. His remarks, laced with a mix of tough love and biting humor, signaled that he was not one to be taken lightly. Now, if we talk about trash talk, in basketball, it is more than merely exchanging insults. It is a carefully honed skill that affects the pace, tempo, and even the outcome of a game. Both Kevin Garnett and Draymond Green have taken this art form to new heights, using verbal exchanges as tactical maneuvers that complement their physical performances. For Kevin Garnett, trash talk emerged as a natural extension of his competitive spirit. Even before stepping onto the NBA stage, Garnett was known among his peers for his fiery attitude and unyielding self-confidence. In high school, his expressive nature on the court hinted at the force of will he would later channel in the NBA. So once he began his professional career, Garnett's trash talk became a signature part of his game. According to various sports sources, he used his words to challenge opponents and to motivate his teammates. Whether he was standing at the free throw line or driving to the basket, Garnett's vocal presence was designed to make opponents second-guess their strategy. His verbal jabs were not random outbursts. They were carefully orchestrated to shift the momentum in his favor. Over his career, Garnett delivered unforgettable lines with a blend of raw intensity and calculated purpose. For instance, one of his most talked about moments involved a biting remark, "Happy Mother's Day, mother effer," to Tim Duncan, which circulated widely online after a heated game.
Mother's Day to you mothers, right? And future mothers. I told you, deadbeat ass dads.
Demonstrating his readiness to use words as weapons against his opponents. Draymond Green, in contrast, refined his trash talk during his college career and early years with the Warriors. Coming from a background where team play and collective strategy were emphasized, Green quickly learned that speaking up was as important as playing well. Thus, his verbal expressions on the court are marked by a mix of clever wit, timed humor, and fierce determination. Unlike many of his contemporaries who keep quiet on defense, Green often communicates his thoughts openly mid-game. This habit not only disrupts opponents' focus, but also provides a psychological anchor for his team when the pressure mounts. Also, Green's trash talk has evolved to become less about disparaging remarks and more about rallying his team and sending a clear message. He is present, he is alert, and he will never back down. Once Draymond Green recalled his on-court experience with Garnett and revealed how he stood up to him during the early days of his career. During a discussion with Celtics legend Paul Pierce on the Draymond Green Show, Green claimed when Garnett stood next to him during games, he would trash talk him continuously and use every word in the book. Quote, "That N-word's crazy. Who's he talking to, man?" Draymond wondered as the big ticket cursed him out while standing at the free throw line. So, being a great trash talker himself, he confronted Garnett after the Celtics legend called him soft. "Hey, you ain't gonna keep talking to me like that." The Warrior superstar further revealed what helped him confront Garnett. Quote, "I have always been taught by my mom, by my neighborhood, the foot that you start off on, that's where it's going." However, both players have shown that effective trash talk hinges on timing, context, and the ability to read the game. Garnett's approach was straightforward and relentless. He recognized that every free throw, every pause in play was an opportunity to unsettle an opponent or to inject energy into his team. His voice would often echo in arenas, carrying a message that both challenged and motivated. On the other hand, Green has developed a more nuanced style that balances aggression with humor. His comments often carry an undercurrent of strategic intelligence, reflecting his deep understanding of defensive schemes and offensive adjustments. The blend of wit and intensity has helped him to carve out a unique identity on the court, a voice that many teammates and opponents now remember well. Now, the trail blazed by Kevin Garnett and Draymond Green reaches far beyond their individual accolades and personal milestones. Their influence is evident in the evolving culture of the NBA, where the mental and emotional aspects of the game receive as much attention as physical prowess. Garnett's early arrival in the league directly from high school and his subsequent success forced coaches, players, and fans alike to reassess the value of raw passion combined with calculated verbal expression. His on-court speeches and daring challenges are now studied as examples of how leadership can manifest in every dribble, rebound, and block. Meanwhile, Draymond Green, through his collegiate development and gradual rise within the Warriors organization, has also redefined what it means to be a leader on the court. His blend of high basketball IQ, versatile defense, and masterful trash talk has made him a fundamental part of one of the most successful teams in modern basketball. Together, Garnett and Green have illustrated that trash talk is much more than idle chatter. It is an extension of a player's mental fortitude and a critical tool in a high-pressure environment. Their methods have influenced a generation of players who now recognize that every moment on the court offers an opportunity to use words for strategic advantage. Looking forward, the impact of Green and Garnett is clear. Future generations of players will undoubtedly build on the foundation they established, a foundation where every word, like every play, can shape the course of a game. So the journeys of Kevin Garnett and Draymond Green from their early days to NBA stardom are testaments to the power of determination, innovation, and honest communication. Their skills and achievements, coupled with their mastery of trash talk, have forever altered how the game is played and perceived. Now, what are your thoughts about Kevin Garnett and Draymond Green's journey? Share with us in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content.